have been talking about draining the swamp to end corruption in politics for decades. Trump used to say, drain the swamp. Today, two Democrats are introducing a bill to try to make it happen. Congressman Greg Landsman from Ohio and Josh Riley from New York are here with me now. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Sorry about that long preamble to this interview, but I wanted to make sure people understood some of what we're talking about here. Today, you two introduced the Drain the Swamp Act, a whole host of reforms aimed at ending political corruption. Like what?
So it goes through almost everything that we've seen. It bans members of Congress, the president, from trading stocks. No one who's getting a government salary can participate in the predictive markets. It reins in the presidential pardon power because there's been reporting that he is selling pardons. You know, there's some evidence of that. It creates ethics reform for the Supreme Court, term limits for members of Congress and the Supreme Court, voter protections, ending partisan gerrymandering, banning dark money. It is arguably the most comprehensive anti-corruption bill in American history because we're seeing unprecedented corruption, and it's the kind of corruption that will destroy the country, our economy.
Yeah. So, with all due respect, you guys, not you two, but Congress can't even ban your own members from the stock market, right? I mean, I've seen effort after the Stock Act. What makes you think you'll be able to get something like this through the House and the Senate and then have a president sign it?
People want this. There are folks, we just went through that long timeline of all that corruption. I think it's really important for everybody to remember there's a direct line between the corruption in this place and the struggles folks are having at their kitchen table right now. There are families who are getting hit with the utility bill, hit with the grocery bill, and having tough conversations with their kiddos about whether they got to cancel summer vacation. People know that the challenges they have in a rigged economy are directly related to the corruption of this place. People want term limits. They don't want folks taking corporate PAC money. So we need people to get out and get behind this.
When you talk about term limits, there's a provision in your bill that would do an 18-year term limit for Supreme Court justices. Do you think there should be 18 years for members of Congress?
Yeah, it's in there too.
That's in there too?
Yeah. I mean, we tried to make this, again, as comprehensive as humanly possible.
18 years for members of Congress is what it is? Just total?
Total.
Yeah.
That there's got to be, an end. You can't just be there forever because you see way too many members of Congress there forever. And the issue is,
or they retire and they become lobbyists.
Also a huge issue. I mean, what we're hoping to do, appreciating that this Congress is not going to act on this. The president,
I think that's fair.
The president is not going to sign this into law, but we have elections. This is a democracy. If we want to keep our democracy, we have to agree to a couple things, including ending the corruption. You got to say members of Congress, the president of the United States, they get their salary. That's it. They can't make any more money. If they have stocks, as I did, sell them, put them in a blind trust, mutual funds. This is fine. But you can't be doing the kind of business dealings that this president's doing or trading stocks the way some members are. Then you just keep pushing and pushing with the American people to elect people who are going to actually drain the swamp. And now we have a vehicle, a bill that is comprehensive, includes everything. And hopefully every voter will ask whoever's running for Congress or whoever's running for president next, will you vote for the Drain the Swamp bill? Will you pass the Drain the Swamp bill and end corruption in America?
And you also have a provision to end participation in prediction markets. Yeah. There's all this stuff out there, and we don't know who it is, but they'll bet on something. Yeah. There was one arrest having to do with the Maduro raid in Venezuela, where obviously somebody in the military is being charged with that. But there do seem to be all these reports about somebody bets on something like an hour before the president takes action. No, nothing tying the president to it, but maybe somebody knows something.
And people already distrust this place enough, and for good reason. I mean, we've got career politicians who are more focused on their next election than doing right by the folks at home. Policy around here gets set by the corporate PACs who are the highest bidder. And now you have this situation where the insider trading, you're an upstate New Yorker, you look at what's happening here, you're struggling to get by, and you see all the money these politicians are making using inside information, and it just reinforces that the economy is rigged and the politics are corrupt, and this is a comprehensive way to fix it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Congressman Greg Landsman and Josh Riley. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Today, NASA revealed the 4 astronauts